Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs for 7th and 8th of July. So let's start our session and let's see what are the things we can learn. So before we start, these are the topics we are going to cover in today's session, which include some international, national, state news. Then we discuss about the banking, finance, defense, science and tech. And last, we will talk about sports, important days, appointments, summits and obituary. And at last, we will summarize all the things that we learned in this session. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have today is that Philippines and Japan strengthen security ties with new agreement. So what has happened? So as we know that Philippines is a Southeast Asian country. Particular capital is Manila, and ADB is also headquartered in this country. The other country is Japan. They have signed a new security agreement. The deal allows their military forces to enter each other's country more easily. The agreement comes amid growing concern in the Indo-Pacific region. This marks a significant step in strengthening their security relationship. So that's all about this one. That particularly these countries are coming together to particularly protect each other, to create a strengthening in their security relations, and for that, Philippines and Japan are coming together. Japan's capital is Tokyo. Its space agency is JAXA, and also it has become the fifth country in the world to reach on moon. So remember these things about Philippines and Japan. Another one, government of India makes ISI marks mandatory for stainless steel and aluminium kitchen utensils. So ISI marks, I hope you must have heard about this mark. It is generally found on the particular iron, the particular thing that you use to press your clothes and other electronic equipments. And now ISI marks is being mandatory for the stainless steel and aluminium kitchen utensils. The government of India mandated Indian Standard Institution mark for stainless steel and aluminium kitchen utensils to confirm the national quality standard set by the Bureau of Indian Standards. The quality control order making the ISI mark compulsory was issued by the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. BSI has formulated two Indian standards for stainless steel and for aluminium utensils. Non-compliance with these standards will be punishable. So if you are not particularly checking the things, if you are not particularly obeying the rules according to the standards, then it will be punishable to the manufacturer. Commemorative coin of rupees 100 released in the memory of Lokmat founder Jalwahar Lal Darda. So on July 2nd, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde released 100 commemorative coins marking the birth centenary of Jawahar Amol K. Amolak Chand Darda, founder of the Lokmat Media Group. So Eknath Shinde is the Maharashtra Chief Minister. He took oath as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra in 2022, and particularly they have commemorated a 100 rupees coin. Please remember that these coins which are being commemorated are not particularly for the use, but to give an honor to a particular person. So they have honored for the birth centenary of Jawahar Lal Amolakchand Darda, founder of Lokmat Media Group. The coin was released on Darda's 101st birth anniversary at Yashwant Rao Chavan Auditorium. The coin featured a bust of Jawahar Lal Darda and inscription in English and Devanagari script. Key figures present at the event included Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis, Lokmat Media Group Chairman Dr. Vijay Darda, Minister of Rural Development and CESL, that is the Convergence Energy Service Limited, signed MOU to facilitate ISTRI for SHG women of Day NRLM. So Ministry of Rural Development signed MOU with the Convergence Energy Service Limited to facilitate sustainable transport for rural entrepreneurs through electric bicycles. So remember this full form: sustainable transport for rural entrepreneurs through electric bicycles for SHG women. SHG women are those basically which are working in rural areas and they are particularly either making something, manufacturing something. They are like entrepreneurs, and they are particularly creating something that will be creating jobs and skill sets in the rural areas. And they are particularly also helping in different type of other services like banking services being available to the people. So in that particular type of category is known as the self help group. ISTRI aims to empower rural women by providing access to the green mobility through electric bicycles. MOU was signed by Smriti Sharan, Joint Secretary of the Rural Livelihood from MORD, Vishal Kapoor, MD and CEO of CESL. The partnership supports the economic and social empowerment of rural women and aims to create Lakpati Didis. Lakpati Didis are those who are earning more equivalent or more to 1 lakh rupees per year. So those are known as the Lakpati Didis in the rural areas. President Draupadi Murmu conferred 10 Kirti Chakra, 26 Shaurya Chakra. So President Draupadi Murmu awarded Peacetime Gallantry Award 36, including 10 Kirti Chakra, 26 Shaurya Chakra to the personnel of the armed forces, central armed police forces and state or UT police. During the defense investiture ceremony phase 1 at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Among the recipients, the Kirti Chakra given posthumously for were from the CRPF. This year, personnel from the Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Navy, Minister of Home Affairs were also conferred the Shaurya Chakra. Judicial Commission formed to investigate Hathras stampede. So, a particular stampede has happened in Hathras. I hope you remember and you have heard about this. So, a particular judicial commission that has been formed to investigate the Hathras stampede. The Uttar Pradesh government has set up a 3-member judicial commission. The commission will investigate the stampede that occurred during satsang in Hathras. The tragic incident resulted in 121 deaths. Uttar Pradesh Governor Anandiben Patel issued notification for this commission. Union Minister Piyush Goyal announces concession in licensing fees. So, the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Piyush Goyal, he announced significant reduction in license fees. Women entrepreneur will get benefit of 80% reduction in fees. So, if you are particularly working in any kind of sector and you require license to do that, and if you are a woman entrepreneur, if you are a woman and you are building that enterprise, then you will get 80% reduction in that particular fees. MSME will see 50% reduction under Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization. So if you are working in petroleum and explosive enterprises, then you will get 50% reduction if you are an MSME. The initiative aims to boost participation from women and MSME in petroleum and explosive sectors to include these particular category into these sectors. Ministry of Cultural initiates projects Pari for the 46th World Heritage Committee meeting. So Ministry of Culture has initiated Project Pari, Public Art of India. As we know that the UNESCO's 46th sessional meeting is going to be held in India in New Delhi, and for that purpose we have initiated a project called Pari. The project is executed by Lalit Kala Academy and the National Gallery of the Modern Art. It aims to blend India's millennial old artistic heritage and modern themes and techniques. The initiative is a part of 46th World Heritage Committee. Jharkhand mica mines declared child labor free by NCPCR. So, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has declared Jharkhand mica mines child labor free. This announcement was made at the event in Koderma, Jharkhand. NCPCR Chairman Priya Kanungo Kanungu highlighted this as the first official effort to cleanse the supply chain of child labor in mica mining. This marks significant milestone in the first fight against child labor. So remember, Jharkhand's mica mines declared child labor free by NCPCR, that is the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Just to add to this, Article 24 deals with the protection of child from the labor as a fundamental right. WEP and TransUnion Civil partners to launch Sheher. We discussed about this. It is a program to empower women entrepreneurs. So TransUnion Civil and Women Entrepreneurship Platform, they have launched Sheher, a credit education program empowering women entrepreneurs in India to provide them financial literacy and to help them in creating some new enterprises on their own. So for that purpose, this particular program was started. Share is the part of WEP Finance Women Collaborative aimed to accelerating access to finance for women entrepreneurs. RBI penalizes 5 banks, including PNB, for regulatory non-compliance. So on 5th of July, RBI announced penalties on 5 banks, including PNB, non-compliance with various RBI directions. PNB was fined rupees 1.31 crore, while other banks penalized include Gujarat Rajya Karamchari Cooperative Bank, Rohika Central Cooperative Bank, National Cooperative Bank, and Bank Employees Cooperative Bank. Yes Bank was fined rupees 10,000 for not exchanging mutilated notes, and RBI also cancelled the license of Simsa Sehakara Bank, Niyamita, due to its worsening financial position. So basically, 5 banks have been penalized, including PNB, about which we talked in the last session. And apart from it, some other banks were also penalized. Yes Bank was fined rupees 10,000 for not exchanging mutilated notes. Okay, there was a complaint that they are not exchanging the notes. So for that purpose, 10,000 fine was done on them. RBI cancels license of Banaras Mercantile Cooperative Bank. So, Reserve Bank of India cancelled the license of Banaras Mercantile Cooperative Bank Limited, Varanasi, due to inadequate capital and earning prospects. The bank ceases to carry on banking business, including accepting and repaying deposits, effective from 4th of July 2024. The Commissioner for Corporation and Registrar for Cooperative Societies, UP, has requested to issue an order of winding up the bank and appoint as the liquidator. So basically, the RBI has cancelled the license of a bank because some kind of irregularities and inadequate capitals and earning prospects are being scrutinized in this particular bank. Paytm introduces Paytm Health Sathi healthcare and income protection plan for its merchants. So Paytm has launched Paytm Health Sathi, a health and income protection plan available on the Paytm for Business app. The plan starts at rupees 35 per month, aims to safeguard the well-being for Paytm merchant partners. Healthcare services include ultimate unlimited doctor teleconsultation and in-person doctor's visit within the partners network. Income protection covers business interruption due to accident, natural calamities, or strikes. LIC raised stake in IDFC First Bank to 2.68% via private placement. So LIC, they have increased their stake in IDFC First Bank Limited from 0.2 to 2.68 of the paid up capital. Particularly, LIC acquired some shares in IDFC Bank at an average price of rupees 80.63 apiece in a private placement offer. The overall acquisition cost 1500 crore. IDFC First Bank is universal bank in India, offering end-to-end corporate banking and trade finance. So remember, LIC, they have increased their stake in Maharashtra Bank and also in the IDFC First Bank. It is a private bank. Karnataka signed 2 MOUs with DN Solutions and Amni Corporation Limited worth rupees 1040 crores. So Karnataka government signed MOU worth rupees 1040 crores with DN Solution and Amni Co Limited in Seoul, South Korea. DN Solutions committed rupees 1000 to construct machine manufacturing facilities and research and development, generating around 350 jobs. So basically, this is all about to create jobs and employment in the particular state, that is Karnataka. And for that purpose, Karnataka government signed MOU with the DN Solutions and Amni Corporation Limited. The Amni Corporation Limited committed rupees 40 crore for battery technology development, creating 100 jobs. MOU highlights Karnataka commitment to becoming a hub for industrial and technical developments, and also, as we know, that they are also working to create AI hub in Bengaluru. Elisa D. Enda Madarzo assumes FATF presidency. So FATF is the Financial Action Task Force. This particular organization takes care of the type of money is being introduced and what particular money is being used in different particular sectors. Especially, they counter the use of fundings in terrorist activities. And now, Elisa D. Anda Medazo of Mexico will take over the presidency of this particular force. Her term will run from 2024 July to June 2026. The transition is a significant movement for global financial watchdog. ADB and AHFL partners to expand housing loans for low-income women. So recently, the Asian Development Bank has entered into a $60 million financing agreement with Aadhar Housing Finance Limited. The initiative aims to provide housing loans to women in India. Half of the funds will be deployed in states like Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. These efforts address the shortage of finance in the low income and affordable housing segment. So ADB, that is the Asian Development Bank, and AHFL, the partners to provide housing loans. Just to add to this, India Bulls Housing Limited, they have also renamed themselves as the Samman Capital Housing Limited. India unveils indigenous light tank Zorawar. So India has unveiled the Zorawar light tank developed by DRDO and Larsen Tubro. So remember which two organizations? DRDO and L&T. The tank is designed for the high altitude environment and feature advanced weaponry protection system. It includes 105 rifled cannon and composite modular armor. Named after General Jorawar Singh, the tank will undergo extensive trial of before potential deployment in the regions like Ladakh, Sikkim, or Kashmir. Dr. Jitendra Singh launches Inflemen Network to combat fatty liver disease. So, Dr. Jitendra Singh launched the Indo-French Liver and Metabolic Disease Network at the Institute of Liver and Biliary Science in New Delhi. So, the initiative is to address the rising prevalence of fatty liver disease in India and is to aim and promote, prevent, and cure metabolic liver disorder. Inflemen is a collaborative effort involving 11 French and 17 Indian doctors supported by the Indo-French Center. The network will focus on understanding fatty liver disease pathophysiology and developing therapeutic strategies. ISRO announced Bharatiya Antriksh Hackathon for the first National Space Day. So, 4th of July, ISRO chairman Dr. Sridhar Panikar Somnath launched the Bharatiya Antriksh Hackathon as the part of the first National Space Day celebration. The first National Space Day celebration will celebrate on 23rd of August, commemorating successful landing of Chandrayaan 3 on the lunar south pole or region in 2023. The hackathon will feature 12 problem statements in areas like geospatial domain, space science, and image processing. The event is open to undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD students across the country with a two-level screening process. So this was all done under this particular program. Remember that this was the first National Space Day. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. So Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix, became the first F1 driver to win the own any track 9 times. The victory stands his F1 records to 104, and Red Bull's Max Verstappen finished 1.465 seconds behind. So Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix. World Zoonosis Day, a day dedicated to the diseases that is occurring in the zoo areas. So to create awareness about a zoonotic disease. So on July 6th, to raise awareness about this disease, which are infectious disease transferable from animal to humans. The day commemorates the anniversary of Louis Pasteur administering the first vaccine for humans against rabies. The rabies vaccine was administered to save a 9-year-old boy but bitten by a rabid dog. The aim to prevent zoonotic disease and manage threats for future infections. International Day of Cooperatives, 6th of July. We discussed about it in the last session also. This day is dedicated to the awareness of cooperatives and promote idea of international solidarity, economic efficiency, equality, and world peace. To create this particular awareness in the cooperative societies, this day is dedicated to the cooperatives. The day falls on 6th of July with the theme Cooperatives Building a Better Future for All. Like in India, there is a very big cooperative that is the Amul Cooperative. This marks the 102nd International Cooperative Day and 30th UN International Day. The commemorates an establishment of the International Cooperative Alliance. World Kishwahili Language. The world will celebrate the 3rd World Kishwahili Language Day on 7th of July. The event will take place at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris. This year's theme is Kiswahili, Education and Culture of Peace. The day highlights the role of Kiswahili in promoting understanding and harmony across cultures. So remember, World Kiswahili Language Day is on 7th of July. Labour leader Keir Starmer appointed as the UK's 58th PM. So recently, Keir Starmer, the 58th Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, succeeding Rishi Sunak. Starmer's Labour Party won the election by securing 412 seats, while the Conservative Party received 121 seats. Just to add to this, Clement Attlee, the Prime Minister of Britain at the time of independence, was also from the Labour's Party. Starmer is the first Labour Party PM since Gordon Brown and first Labour Party leader to win general elections since Tony Blair. Key cabinet appointments include Angela Rayner as Deputy PM, Rachel Reeves as Chancellor of the Exchequer, David Lammy as the Foreign Secretary, and John Haley as the Defence Secretary. Justice Sheel Nagu appointed Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. So recently, President Draupadi Murmu appointed Justice Sheel Nagu as the 66th Chief Justice after the assent got from the collegium system. So he will be taking care of the Chandigarh High Court. Justice Nagu, previously serving as the acting Chief Justice of the Madhya Pradesh High Court, his appointment recommended by Supreme Court Collegium after retirement of CJ Ravishankar Jha. Justice Sanjeev Sachdeva has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of the Madhya Pradesh High Court, succeeding Justice Nagu. Masood Pezeshkian elected Iran president, implications for India. So Masood Pezeshkian, seasoned lawmaker and cardiac surgeon, won Iran's presidential election. He defeated hardliner Saeed Zailili in elections. Masood is known for his support for the domestic and international reforms. His presidency signals shift towards more pragmatic and reformist policies. Though challenges remains due to power held by hardliners and supreme leaders. So remember that Masood Pezeshkian has been elected as the Iran's new president. Kais Saeed has been elected as the Tunisia's president. NATO summit, Biden hosts historic meeting with strong support for Ukraine. So recently, Joe Biden hosting the NATO summit in Washington DC. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is an organization including some of the European countries. The latest member to the NATO is the Finland. Summit includes Sweden as the new member and highlights NATO's expansion. And also this year, Sweden has also become the member. Biden aims to strengthen support to Ukraine with expected announcement of military, political, and financial aid. Summit commemorates NATO's 75th anniversary and underscores its role in one Euro-Atlantic security. John Landau, Oscar-winning producer, passed away at the age of 63. So John Landau passed away, and he was known for his collaboration with director James Cameron in films like Titanic and Avatar. Landau's contribution to the film industry was significant and widely recognized. His passing marks a great loss to the world of cinema. Let's summarize that what we have learned so far. So Philippines and Japan strengthen security ties with new agreement. Government of India marks ISI mandatory for stainless steel, aluminium kitchen utensils. Commemorative coin of rupees 100 for in the memory of Lokmat founder Jawahar Lal Darda. MORD CESL signed MOU to facilitate Stree for SHG women. Jharkhand mica mines declared child labor free by NCPCR. RBI penalizes 5 banks including PNB. RBI cancels license of the Banaras Mercantile Cooperative Bank. Paytm introduced Paytm Health Sathi Healthcare Income Protection Plan. LIC raises stake in IDFC First Bank at to 2.68%. India unveils indigenous light tank Zorawar. Dr. Jitendra Singh launched Infliman network to combat fatty liver disease. ISRO announced Bharatiya Antariksh Hackathon for first National Space Day. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. World Zoonosis Day dedicated for the transferable of disease from animals to humans. International Day of Cooperatives, 6th of July. World Kiswahili Day, Language Day on 7th of July. Labour leader Keir Starmer appointed as the 58th PM of UK. Justice Sheel Nagu appointed as the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court. NATO summit, Biden host historic meeting in Washington DC. Elisa da De Anda Madrazo assumes FATF presidency. John Landau, Oscar winning producer, passed away at the age of 63. And that's it in this session. I hope you all enjoyed the session, and we will meet in next session and we will discuss some more current affairs in that and attain knowledge. So till then, bye bye. Take care everyone and see you soon.